Nessa girl, you probably don't recognize me, honey. Yes, God, it's been a while since you seen me look this cruel. But I woke up this morning feeling fishy, honey. Real fishy. I went out to the salon. I told her, give me an old nasty long piece of hair that wrap around and leave this ear clear. Cause I only got one of my good earrings that Tony had got me. We had got into a fight down to the bar one time and I lost the other diamond, but that's alright cause with this one good ear, we gonna cha-cha-cha on this side and make it do what it do on this side. My hair is laid like the Real Housewives of Potomac, honey. Let me tell you something. Is it me? Or them Real Housewives of Potomac, honey, be real fishy, honey. They don't look all manly and hard to the face and to the body like them Atlanta girls. They ain't giving me no moose vibe or no she-man tease. Nevertheless, this video was brought to you partially sponsored by Miss Sling TV, honey. You too can get all your reality TV shows, your local channels, and all that good stuff on Sling TV. And that's a girl, let me tell you something. Just for new Sling TV customers, from me to you, use promo code FUNKY and get your first 3 months for as low as $15. Don't say I ain't never did nothing for you, girl. Go to slingtv.com/promo. Use the code FUNKY for new customers and get them first 3 months for as low as $15 on the dog. Moving right along, honey. Yes, you can tell I'm feeling my beats, honey. I had to go back to the old yellow background. I think this gonna be my Potanka background and my Potanka hair. Nevertheless, this episode, why the ladies made me feel real fishy, not in between my legs and in my butt, but in my from my shoulders up and in my spirit. The episode was as flat as dead fish, quiet as it's kept, honey. The most interesting thing in this episode was the fact that they woke up and was talking about how Michael wanted the you-know-what down to the thing, baby. The only question I got is, do he want to do it like this? Or baby, how T.S. Madison taught me, like this, honey. Yes, God, honey, go ahead, Michael. Let me tell you something. I know we ain't supposed to sing his songs, but I don't see nothing wrong with a little bump and grind. Yes, God, honey, especially if it's against my tonsils and my throat. Lord have mercy, Jesus. Y'all heard how I was all off key. I ain't been to Miss Jan. In a minute or whatever. I gotta call her and say, ooh, I'm just feeling fishy, honey. This hair, this background, this blouse. Yes, God, honey. Let me tell you something, Michael. If it don't work out with Ashley, come see about me, baby. Nevertheless, honey, I respect the fact that the episode opens up with Robyn and Candiace both saying, you know what? We think we heard something, but that ain't no information that I want to share. Like, Candiace, I was with her with the whole I just got married. I ain't trying to tear nobody's marriage up. And I'm with Robyn. We just got into a good space. And honestly and truthfully, repeating this is probably going to cause more confusion than it is worth. So I'm just going to sit on this little tidbit of information and let it ride. Good. Gizelle sitting down with her daughters. So I'm imagining because Gizelle's daughters are getting much older in their teenage years, that she's more comfortable putting them on camera. Now, something that was enlightening and disheartening at the same time with Gizelle and her daughters was the fact that they straight up told their mammy to her face, Helfer, you are a much better person when you got a man. And in that same breath, Gizelle wanted to convey to her daughters that happiness doesn't have to be tied to a man. But let me tell you something. What we have learned in this life is never listen to nothing people say and all of what they do. Okay? Quiet as it's kept, Gizelle. Your actions are counterproductive to the lessons that you try to teach these girls, because girl, they 12, 13, 14, 11, somewhere in that range, and they already done figured out that you ain't nothing without no man. That's a doggone shame. So listen, I got a question, it's here in my heart, and I'm about to ask my friend, is you a better person when you got a man, or is it that you need man, or what they said, dick in your life? And what you need, say dick in her life. I mean, because if that's the case, go ahead and call Candy. She got one of them things you can plug up to your phone. Me personally, I play Marvin Sapp on mine and it get me off in 5 minutes. Never should have dated my legs and in my butt. Do Jesus, moving right along. Karen and oh, this piece of hair. This piece of hair telling me I talk too much like Gizelle. They keep trying to curl in my mouth or whatever the case may be. It knows that I have behaved over this holiday weekend. Yes, honey. Because, honey, I'm classy based. I don't need nobody to pay for my Sling TV subscription. I got my own money. I got my own job. And I ain't need no promo code when I got mine because I got money like this and not like this. Moving right along. Move hair. Shoe hair don't bother me. Shoe hair don't bother me. Shoe hair don't bother me. I'm in love with somebody else. Now, I know I like it right here on the side. Let me turn it. Okay, if this mess get in my mouth one more time, I'm going to tuck it into my blouse and keep going. Nevertheless, Karen and Candiace at the dentist. I will say I like Karen and Candiace's scenes when they're together. I like the fun that they seem to have. I like the surrogate mom that Karen seems to be to Candiace. My only concern is that we've seen this before with Karen and Ashley with this whole mother-daughter dynamic. And it didn't turn out too well. Now, Candiace is not Ashley, and Ashley got a mouth problem, okay? Quiet as it's kept, if she would let Michael solve her mouth problem, he probably would be looking to put his mouth in places it didn't belong, including in between that man's legs and in his butt. But that's a whole nother video. Nevertheless, Candiace trying to talk to her mama. Now, Candiace don't mess around and let them producers hype her up to call her mom and try to have a conversation that she was not ready to have, and it ended in tears. The tears from my birth pains created the now. That's a little bit of Nikki Giovanni for you non-cultured girls. Nevertheless, Candiace got her mama on the FaceTime. Let me tell you one thing. Let me tell y'all one thing about me and the way my tears set up. It ain't a damn person alive that's finna make me cry over the FaceTime. Okay? Not with no wood panel in they back office looking like a Kaya video. No, God, honey. I'm not crying. Said I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna shed no tear over no doggone FaceTime. Nevertheless, Candiace, mama, you still on my boo-boo list and your behind finna get it. You know, you're just impossible. Candiace, let me tell you how you really sock it to that mama. Ooh, I sock it to it like she really need to. Get out that woman's house. Get out. Get your, in the words of Bernadine, and get out. I'm telling you, the day you tell your mama high and dry, I don't need you, and I'm out, you win. I am so bothered by the fact that Candiace's mama will not take any kind of constructive criticism. This girl is flat out saying, what you do to me hurts me. You make me feel bad. You make me feel belittled. And the woman just straight up don't care, don't want to hear it. And you know what, Candiace? I know this probably was hard for you to do, but the best thing you could have did was slam that 15-inch MacBook in her doggone face, okay? Slam it. The only thing I tell you to do next time is slam it harder. You need to slam it so doggone hard that the next time you FaceTime, it be a lightning strike in the screen because it's cracked. That's how you show this. So the next time she talk to you, she can only see half your face and none of your tears. But Miss Candiace, I'm going to have to tell you one thing. As long as you continue to waterworks and to bust out in tears like a 12-year-old, she's going to continue to treat you like a 12-year-old. As long as you as long as you continue to passively and like a little Girl Scout try to talk to her, that daughter, you're honestly going to have to draw a line in the sand one day and say, in your mind, you don't have to convey it to her, I'm not your daughter today. I'm a grown woman talking to another grown woman. And you're going to have to talk to her the way people talk at the corporate table when they are doing business negotiations. Here is what it is, what it's going to be, and if you can't respect that, then here are the consequences. Like, you wanted to lay out boundaries with the woman, and when you started going over yours, and the moment that she didn't bite, you started crying. That's not the way grown womanhood work. Okay, and you listen, take it from me, baby, because I'm a grown woman. I may not be a lady, but I'm all woman. From Monday to Sunday, I work my fingers to the bone. That's a little Lisa Stansfield for you. I'm no classy lady. Yes, honey. But I'm gonna have to put that on. I love me some Lisa Stansfield. So, Gizelle and Karen get down to the Women's Expo. I was loving everything with that scene. To be honest with you, I love when Gizelle and Karen get along. I really do. I know this mess distracted y'all because it's distracting me. There you go. That'll get me through. I love when Gizelle and Karen... I just had to take a moment and bask in all this. Quarter key in my woman Lee coming back from St. Croix. First lady to Pastor Troy. Even I'm a Georgia boy. Yes, honey. Because I'm the realist. That's helped me, Rhonda. I'm feeling like Rhonda and Vonda today. Nevertheless, Gizelle and Karen down to the Women's Expo. Now, I love when Gizelle and Karen are getting along. They get along very well. I hate the fact that they allow the pettiest of things to drive a wedge in their friendship. Like, I was actually impressed when Gizelle introduced Karen to the Jermaine, I believe her name is, the woman who helped her get her products in Target. And Mama Karen was ready. Yes, honey, if you stay ready, you don't ever have to get ready. Now, Gizelle was taken aback because Karen did not rattle off all her business information to her when she was at her house previously. But Gizelle has got to understand, people have gone back and watched your confessionals and the things that you have sat down and had to say with bald-headed behind Robyn, and they are apprehensive about telling you their business. Especially because the last time this lady told you a fraction of her financial business, you had a t-shirt made with hashtags with this lady business. No God, honey, so you get no tea. You better drink this craft service coffee and move the hell out the way, or whatever the case may be. Now Karen. Now I'm sitting up here in my home studio on all my fishy gloriness, and I've been wearing wigs, doing wigs, slaying wigs, burning wigs, giving away wigs, buying wigs, donating wigs, creating wigs for the last 10 years. What kind of braided Beetlejuice mess was that? Karen looked like her braids was braided. Karen looked like her braids was glued down to a stocking cap and attached with a do-rag bow in the back. No God, Miss Karen, that's how you know you old. Because see, you was more concerned with this part, the Bo Derek part, and you didn't realize the real illusion lies in the scalp. You don't hear the girls on Instagram saying, what lace? What lace? What lace? Karen, you're not supposed to see that. And then at least if we was going to see it, you could have put some foundation or some paint down there and made it semi look real. No God, Karen, is you got the alopecia? Is you bald headed to the root? And that's why they couldn't put no braided cankerline hair in your hair and braid you down? I mean, quiet as a scalp. You going on a trip, having real braids probably would have been more efficient than braiding down the wig. Mama, you looked it bad when you was looking good all season, Miss Karen. No God, bruh, get it together. Or chop it off like Miss Robyn. And while we talking about health and beauty, I meant to get Robyn behind together last week, so this is a retroactive read. Robyn, can I use your bathroom? Hell no, Troy. Robyn, cut it out with these damn lip glosses that you don't got from Timbuktu or from China. They don't slap that old laser printed ink label on it. And here's why. I'm not knocking your entrepreneurial spirit, okay? But making lip glosses and lipsticks, that's kind of for people like me, YouTubers, people that just want a little yang to sell to their fan base or whatever the case may be. It is cheap. It's low-hanging fruit. It's been done. You didn't even have enough decency to spend a little extra money on the packaging so it didn't look like the cheap private label China mess that it is. Not to mention, Robyn, you ain't known for beauty or finances. And no, you are a beautiful girl, but that is not your lane. You give tomboy tease. Quiet as it's kept. You would have been better off doing some joggers. A line of joggers. You know what I'm saying? Or Robyn, you'd have been better off doing a line of hair dye or a line of pixie cut wigs. That was more realistic. That's what we come to Robyn for. We don't come to Robyn for lipstick and makeup. Quiet as it's kept. That actually would have fell in Gizelle's lane more organically than it did yours. Now, I just gave you some Harvard Business School etiquette, okay? Tell me where to send the invoice since you and Juan over there making money now with this real estate. Back to the regularly scheduled program. The ladies seemed to be getting along on the bus ride. It was real good. Robyn behind was late. you know, probably trying to pack that damn lipstick that didn't nobody want, or whatever the case may be, moving her closet, because you know she about to do all this in her closet, girl. They go through the cooking demos. The rest was pretty boring. Katie ain't giving no teas. Then they get to the table. Now listen, things was going well, and Gizelle had to know that approaching Karen with that fool-la-la, especially considering what their friendship is right now, was not the smartest thing to do. Gizelle, I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt and say your employer forced you to do that. But, you know, Gizelle, you come off as one of those people who say just enough to get in a person's good graces, and then when you get comfortable again, you drop the facade and go back to being the real you. You know what I'm saying? And I hate that, because that's kind of like snake in the grass behavior, and it comes off as if you just want it for your own personal reasons, for Karen to start back talking to you for ego reasons, and now that she has, you've relaxed the act and have forgot to play the nice girl that you were supposed to play. That was not the forum for you to ambush Karen the way you did, especially considering the fact that it came out of left field. Like, y'all was having such a good time, and you gonna ambush this woman about why she didn't want to tell you her personal business, and you were just at her house last week or the week before. You don't remember? Karen told you straight up, baby steps with you. Baby steps with you. You really did hurt Karen last season, and you seem to just not have no concept of what you did. So here's what you need to do. Gizelle, you need to use promo code FUNKY at slingtv.com/promo and go back and look at them reruns when Bravo play them down to the Sling TV. Nessa girl, do not forget you can get them first 3 months of Sling TV for as low as $15 a month if you are a new customer using promo code FUNKY. And with that being said, Gizelle, get off my line.